Alright, this is another weird setup. This is not my usual either, but it is what it is. Sorry I didn't have a video last week. I am currently house sitting and dog sitting for my mum while she's on holiday, hence another weird setup. And also bird noises in the background because I'm looking after my sister's 2 African grey parrots. So you'll hear them whistling in the background. Apologies, there's nothing I can do about it. But yeah, I didn't want to miss another week, so I just thought I'd jump on quickly and give you an update. This is week 14, I believe. If I'm wrong, sorry. I'm really beginning to kind of lose track of what week I'm on. So yeah, so I think this is week 14, and yeah, so I just thought I'd do an update. So my weight loss has not been great over the past few weeks. So on week 12, which was my last video, which was 2 weeks ago, I weighed in at 12 stone 6.5. I'm now 12 stone 4.2 pounds, or 172.2 pounds. So that was a loss over the past 2 weeks of, what did I say it was? 12 stone 6.5, 2.3 pounds? Yeah, so 1.2 pounds last week. 1.1 pounds last week, 1.2 pounds this week. My maths is terrible. Yeah, so I think it's 1.2 pounds this week. But anyway, so it's not a massive loss. It is just over a pound each week for the past couple of weeks, so I can't really complain. I was so close to getting to my lowest ever recorded adult weight, which was 12 stone 5, which obviously I have gotten to now, so that is great, but it's just been really frustrating getting to this point because yeah, I just feel like it's gone really slow. So there's not much to talk about weight loss wise. I'm steadily losing, albeit slowly, but I just thought I'd do a bit of a kind of scar update. You know, a little mention of other things I'm kind of noticing as well. My measurements are definitely going down. I've lost another inch off my waist. My arms are finally going down as well, which is good. I've lost an inch off one arm and an inch and a half off the other since I last measured. I will do my measurements all properly next week because I've not got all my measuring tape and stuff like that here, or my notebook or anything. So yeah, I'll do all that properly next week, but I definitely am still losing inches even if the weight loss is not as speedy as it has been. But yeah, so I'm also noticing a lot of my skin is very loose now. My arms, let's do a little arm jiggle. Got all this, which is all loose, which is frustrating, but I mean it is something that obviously I was expecting. My stomach is very soft and kind of squishy. My legs are losing fat the slowest, so I'm kind of slimming down on the body, but my legs are still quite big. I said this before, that my calves were still quite big, which meant that clothes were not fitting quite right. It's still the case that like jeans or jogging trousers or whatever are quite tight on the calf and then quite loose on the waist. I've been wearing a lot more shorts and things like that though, so that's not an issue. Thankfully we're getting decent weather here so I can do that. But yeah, it's just frustrating that I'm looking down and seeing still quite fat legs in comparison to the rest of me. Also as well, I want to talk at some point, probably I'll make a separate video about this, but just about body dysmorphia in general and how I don't know whether it's like the speed of the weight loss that's meant that I still feel like my previous size. I still feel really big, and so it's hard for me to see myself as anything other than this big person. But I'll talk about all that separately in another video because I don't want to go on too long here because I do have to go and kind of look after dogs and stuff like that, so I don't want to be too long. But yeah, I still feel like a big person. I put a picture of my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you're missing out on some great content because I did put a picture recently of a little kind of skin roll under my butt that I found because I was just kind of standing inspecting my body in the mirror, as you do. I mean, I'm sure we all do this. Kind of turning here and there, and I turned around and saw that I had this little butt roll under my right butt cheek. It's just loose skin. It's just hanging down there now. So that's fun. Yeah, I definitely have a lot of loose skin appearing all over. I also have like this little bit here, which is quite annoying. Where my double chin was, is still, there's skin hanging there. I'm not sure what to do to tighten that up. Like, what exercises can you do to tighten up your double chin? I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, I'll just show you my scars and how they're looking at the moment. I have said this before that I'm actually prone to keloid scarring, so I think my scars are going to be more pronounced than other people's might be. They're definitely still annoying me, they're still itching, and sometimes I get a kind of burning pain in one of them, but again, that's something that I associate with keloid scars. I do have a large keloid scar just in my back here, which still itches, still burns. It's just part of having a keloid, I think. It's one of these things that it's got feeling in it, it's sore. So I was expecting that. It's annoying, but it's not something that I haven't dealt with before, so it's not such a big deal to me. But yeah, I'll show you all my scars anyway, and then I'm just going to wrap up the video. So let's see. So first of all, we have this one. This is my kind of top scar, which, I mean, oh god, it's not going to focus. You can't really see from this angle, but this is the worst camera work ever. But yeah, it's kind of raised. It's kind of like keloid. This is the one that's really bothering me, like with itching. But yeah, this one's the one that's kind of burning and stuff. This one is not any bother. You can see my belly button is like, I had a piercing in it. It's kind of gross. But yeah, this scar, again, it is slightly raised. I feel like it is going to keloid. Yeah, this is the one that's bothering me. There we go. It's definitely raised. It's definitely itchy. It is what it is. Then we have this one here, and then finally we have, yep, this one over here. This is the one where my drain was. That's where my drain was, but that one doesn't bother me, but again, it does have a bit of a kind of lump to it. It's definitely on the way to being keloid. So yeah, that's my scars. Enjoy the great camera work that was there. There we go, we're back to autofocus again. So yeah, so that is my update. I'm sorry it was kind of all over the place. I don't have my tripod here. My camera didn't want to focus, but it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, I'm pleased that I'm still losing, obviously. I'd like to be losing a bit faster, but I'm quite happy with how my body's looking. I'm glad that my measurements are all coming down, and I'm feeling pretty good. So yeah, I'll talk about still feeling fat in a separate video, and I'll come back to you next week with a more put together, less shaky, I don't know, just a better video. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this and all that. Subscribe if you want to continue following my journey. Follow my Instagram, I post there pretty much every single day. And yeah, I'll see you all next week. Bye!